So hello again guys, and welcome to another episode of Manor Farm Let's Play. So today, as you can see, we're on the muck spreader, and then I think we're going to start the ploughing as well afterwards. So we're just on a bit of a long cart at the minute because we overdumped muck in that last field, so we're still carting from there. There's probably about a spreader's worth left in there. And then there's the beet field to do as well, and we'll probably plough out one of the smaller fields on camera, and then and then I'll do the rest off camera. There we go. So this is actually being recorded on Easter Sunday, and we'll probably either go out on either tomorrow, being Monday, or Tuesday. So yeah, I hope you had a good Easter. The contractors, just in case anyone was wondering, charged us £70 for the, it's not a great deal, for the muck, because there was 7 tankers, £10 a tanker. So we've now got 1,690, which is pretty low, but it'll get more when the, didn't mean to do that, but that was useful. Once we speed up time for the cows, the milk price. Really should probably turn Steam off when I record, but you know, oh well. Let's take that off. Go in cab. If anyone's wondering about the counter, or if anyone's had a similar problem, that would be useful as well. About the FPS counter in the top left, I really can't get rid of it. The only one thing I haven't tried is the console, FS console, get rid of HUD thing, because according to Steam that's turned off. So I'll try the console. I'll have to look up the command, because that all needs to be like absolutely everything off for the pictures for Ingary Farms as well, which unfortunately hasn't had much progress, which I'm really sorry about. I'm going to hopefully try and make that a bit more of a priority whenever there's enough people to keep the jobs moving. I'll try and go off and get Ingary done, because that's just taking forever now. I think in terms of that spreader there, I think we'll just go with that. I know it's not full, but well, I don't know. There is a rape field out there that hasn't been done. I don't think it's been done anyway. I can't quite remember, but I know there's half a barley field left. It's the last, well, it's not the last of barley. There's still field 1 to do, but that's not going to be done in muck, I don't think, unless we get some more, which we could do, I suppose, as long as we do it before we start drilling, and then all the ploughing can be done and all the drilling in one go, so that it's all in the same growth stage. But yeah, can't quite remember. Did we think we might have already brought our own might have brought our own drill. I think we brought our own maize drill, so we're not going to need the contractors until it's actually harvested, I don't think. So we've got our own fert spinner still, I think. If not, we got upgrading to the coon. I did think about that. It's a very nice spreader, but fortunately that does sit a bit low on the 3-point link. I'm not really sure why, but it just seems to sit low. So I'll take this back and spread this, and then yeah. I really apologise about content. It's just one thing and another. It's just made it the way it is in terms of not really having enough time, and the time I do have isn't really suitable for recording, etc. and all this stuff, and the jobs have rapidly shot up over the last couple of days. I think there's 3 or 4 now, which we're still working through, so we've gone from having nothing for good almost a month maybe to suddenly having a fair few that we got to get through, so we'll do that as fast as we can. So I apologise to anyone who's waiting on a job from us. Yeah. So just in here, half a field in here, and then I'll have a look at that rate, because I don't think I did it, but I might have done. Oh, yeah, forgot to unfold it. Would help. There we go. I guess that's where I run out. I'll have to just go back down that run a bit. How full are we? Must have had about 70% anyway. Just try to straighten off. I'm not too worried about little bits like that. Just put a bit more in here. Yeah, the only reason I'm not too worried about them is just because in the grand scheme of things that's nothing really. No, that rape still needs doing, so what we'll do is whatever's left we'll put on there, and then we'll use whatever's left from the beet field, because judging by how much we put onto I think it was field 8, the small one that we started on, that didn't need much, so hopefully we'll have enough left on that to at least make a dent in that. I did try spraying slurry on here, but I don't know if it's already fertilised or what, but it isn't showing up, so we abandoned that. Where's the muck is, so because muck has its own, as you can see, it has its own fertilised colour, whereas the slurry just has normal fert spin or spray colour, so you can't really tell. No, how much is left? 30%, so used about half of it, roughly. Slightly more than. Start on the far corner, not make it too muddy or mucky as it actually is. Unfortunately, I'm not quite sure what's up with it, but it seems to have the same problem with Ingary Farms. I don't know whether it's just the colours that the map can't go over or what, but the fertilised picture won't actually display for these fields. So what's wrong with it, I don't know. If anyone does know, please let me know, and I'll get that altered for Ingagri. It might just be the colour. It doesn't like to go over that type of colour, or I don't know. I know I wasn't very close to the edge there, but didn't really want to swerve in it. I do quite like this much spreader, even though it's in game, but it's quite a nice one. Shame it's not a mod and it can be branded for Ingagri, but oh well. We're out. We'll probably end up stealing up time and get some more muck, I think, is what'll happen, but we'll see how far it goes. I don't know. Could always plant it. Well, I'll be planting it with fertiliser and then going over it at the first minute as well, and then that's your 3, but I don't know, we'll see. Did sell the sprayer, so we don't actually need that anymore, I don't think, because it's had muck. It'll have it when it's planted, and it'll have first spawn in sort of the first growth stage. We could always, I don't know, I don't think it shows up, so maybe we can't. I was going to say we could always put artificial on, put it down before it's ploughed, but you wouldn't really do that in real life. Ideally we would have sold this beet first, but as there is no great demand, we'll have to leave it. I suppose we could actually move it. It's an idea, actually. Corner of the grass field. Well, it's not actually on the field, so it's just not ideal to be spreading muck over it, really, but I think we'll leave it there. Get it shifted before it's ploughed. Be fine. But again, you wouldn't really want to be spreading it, because not just because it's gonna some of it'll land on the beet, but because when you selling it, you don't want to be driving across all this because it will get quite boggy. Well, I suppose it's not slurry, but still. Depends how wet the field was anyway, I suppose. We'll just pretend it's dry. No, it's not quite full, but oh well. I did have a bit of a play with Gearbox mod, but decided that it wasn't for me. No, it doesn't always seem to like me. I don't know whether it's keyboarding it wrong or what, but it seemed to glitch out and wouldn't let the tractor move sometimes. Even though it was in gear and everything was fine, but I don't know, maybe I was doing something wrong. But I mean, I left it on for the server because some people like it, but you can manually turn it off for each tractor, so Ingagri do officially have it on their server, but a lot of us don't tend to use it. Some of us do on their, you know, if they like it. It's different for every tractor as well, so some tractors I could get on with the loader work perfectly fine, just literally forward and backwards. You didn't really have to worry about, well, you got your high and low range, but you could pretty well leave it in low for sort of moving around. You don't want to go too fast anyway, but yeah. Knock them off actually. Staying in the field. Oh dear. Oops. Think it won't take all of this grab. No. Knock these beacons off as well. Finished on the road. For now anyway. Yeah, I couldn't record last week. Well, I was going away, but equally in the week I'd got quite a nasty cold, so it was would have sounded really horrible anyway. So it's a weird colour with a combination of the beat and the muck. It looks quite a unusual colour. Trying to follow the ridges in the field. Yeah, we'll get through this. It's quite a narrow field, really, so I don't think it'll take all of that muck. So again, a bit of a longer cart to take it over to the rape field, but it wouldn't have been much less of a cart if I'd have left it in the yard, but I can't really do that because it's such a small area for it to spawn into, so it'd end up in the hedge. That's the only thing with Ingagri, really, because it's the way it's positioned, its spawn, it's in the shed, which is nice, but you do have to almost pretty well be mucking it out every day, especially if you're fast forwarding through the night and that, just because it'll end up in the cubicles and you're not going to get it out very easily. But that depends on the amount of cows, so we're playing with about 150 I think it was, so that's probably one of the main reasons. Quite like muck spreading. We don't get to do a lot for Ingagri, but it's quite a different job. Very close to the side of season now, so let's get in there. All the trees are starting to get. Most of the trees are starting to get their leaves now. Most of them, at least starting anyway. So spring is on its way. Well, it's really here, isn't it? But it's pretty early, really. It's gotten even further than I thought it would. Barsom Headland to strip up there and almost get it in one spreader. I think what I might do in the future is, yes, put it in the field, but not put it in individual fields. Just put it in a central point for several fields. I mean, in real life, that area there, you wouldn't really need to much spread it because it's because the pile, there'll be plenty left there. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Right, I think I will spread the rest of this this pile, and then we'll come back and we will plough up the next field, well, a field. We might end up time-lapsing some of that ploughing, so I don't want to make it too long. It's about 20 minutes at the minute, so another 10 or something. See you guys in a bit then. Right then guys, welcome back. So just going to do a bit of ploughing and knock them off now. So it does look like I'm ploughing in the grass, but just for this first run, because the creators just put a bit of grass over the top of the dirt, so we can, well, the soil, so we can just plough over that. Yeah. So in terms of how far the muck got, it went to the majority of that right field, so I think we're going to call it done pretty well for that field, just because it got there's about half a run left and then the headlands, so I think we'll leave it there because there's no point trying to do any more. It's a fairly small field, really. Just go up and down. And the runs, try and keep it as straight as possible, obviously. You guys know how to plough, I'm not going to talk you through it. If you want to know why I'm doing a certain bit, there is I might try and remember to link the ploughing video I did, but if not, then that is on the channel. If you look back through, it sort of explains how to plough the way I do it, as realistically as I know, but obviously in real life there are different ways of doing everything in agriculture. There's no right way to do it, it's just how different people do it, how it works for them. So, you know, if you don't do it this way in real life, it doesn't mean to say it's not realistic, it just means it's not the way that you do it. And likewise to other people. So yeah, we'll just keep going along the field. It's not going too badly because it's quite a small field. There was a bit of muck in the heap and a bit in the trailer, but not a lot. I just put that down because pretty close, so it helped really, but not quite enough. It doesn't really matter. As I say, I'll just leave it at that. I think. I think there was an update to Grand Response, which I think we're now running. So that is why we're sinking into the ruts better. We used to do it, but not this much. So it's better. What time is it anyway? 11 in the morning. A bit dark. As I said about earlier, the silage is approaching, but still some people getting out slurry and a bit of muck still, so any jobs like that, any fertilising, probably getting a bit late for drilling really, but drilling any maize is starting to come up as well. It's slightly early for that, but still spuds and things. So any seasonal jobs and that you want doing, send them in. Obviously we're still accepting normal jobs, but you know, that's preferred to seasonal. Did just give the tractor a much spreader wash before I put them away, or put the much spreader away, so hence the tractor being very clean. Do get good starting equipment on this map. Quite easy to run a farm with this much. I was thinking about videos. Realistically, I'm not going to get more than one of these a week. The Let's Play. I think I will try, and I can't give a fixed date for live stream, because it depends what's going on for job wise and things. But I'm gonna try and aim for a live stream week, a Let's Play video week, and a job video week, which should be achievable really, and then that's sort of what we're aiming for. So we'll see how that theory pans out, but hopefully you can expect to see that in the near future. And yeah. So yeah, I think we'll leave it about there. That's about half an hour video. So yes guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll try and get all the fields that have been muck spread ploughed up for the next episode. That's the intention at the minute anyway, but plans can always change. So yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye then.